Hello guys and welcome to LPB Racing on GT Sport. This is going to be a preview race for our first championship that we are doing on Gran Turismo Sport on Tuesday nights at 8 PM GMT. This is just a little preview. We're getting ready for a start. Callum in the Peugeot on the front row alongside the Mazda of Bidzster. Unfortunately we can't see because the camera angle at the minute. But there we go, off we go. Bidzster gets a lightning start in the four-wheel drive Mazda, everyone else away. Oh, Lilian's spun round in the background, obviously just the power of the Peugeot took him by surprise. Everyone drafting each other now to the first corner. You've got Mazda, Peugeot on the other side, and then McLaren of Task 1 behind, onto the brake. Oh, Task 1's hit Bidzster. I don't know if he's going to stop. Oh, throws the car sideways. Is he going to hit the wall? No, he just keeps it planted. Task 1 very gentlemanly waits for him. So well done Task 1 for waiting. As TY takes advantage with Callum. So TY and Callum out front, TY in the Tomahawk. That car is a killer around the corners. You'll just see it through here. Look at the pace of that Tomahawk. He's already closed right up to the back of the Peugeot. The Peugeot's better on acceleration, and the Mazda is probably one of the best at the top speed that Bidzster's in. So everyone in their own car with their own little characteristics. As we go around these twisty sections, this is where TY is going to come in handy, but Bidzster's closing up as well, so Bidzster's got that Mazda dialed in well. As we go around the left-right section, closing up, they're breaking away from the rest of them now. The Belgians having their own little scrap at the back. Seat 1 and Task 1 falling a bit further behind. Lilian even further back as we come down towards, or should I say up towards the little overpass. Coming down onto the last bit. Oh, Bidzster running wide in the Mazda and hitting the wall. Just the understeer of the Mazda. It is a very understeery car compared to the others, but this is where you'll see the straight line speed come into it. There's lovely camera angles here, looking at the closing speed of that Mazda as he's coming right up to the back of TY. In the draft, slowly closing. You can hardly see the Mazda behind the Tomahawk as he pulls out to overtake. And just look at the overspeed, straight past. And now, oh, you think he's topping out, Bidzster. He's catching up to Callum, he's actually topping out, but he's passing him. He's passed him into the lead, towards the hairpin, but he'll have to be a lot earlier on the brakes as the Callum just drives right round the outside of him. But this is where the Mazda's four-wheel drive comes in, gets the power down, gets in front, job done. Good driving there, and Callum's just going to come straight back under the hybrid power and go straight back past him again. Bidzster has to fold in behind Callum. This is going to be the sign of a good race, this. Different car characteristics. These are not necessarily the cars that people are going to go in the race as Callum makes a mistake and everyone else just decides to follow him. Why not? As Bidzster goes side by side with Callum now into this section, he's going to go through around the outside. Good job by Bidzster using the overspeed. He's got plenty of confidence in that Mazda, but yet again Callum will try and get him under acceleration at these corners as TY right behind in the Tomahawk, who is fantastic in the corners. Lovely car to drive, that Tomahawk. Not quite got the top end speed compared to its extreme brother, the Tomahawk X, but still a good car as Bidzster. Oh, Callum runs wide into the wall this time, and then TY runs into the back of him. Bidzster will be rubbing his hands here because now he's onto the straight and he's got a good lead already without even them closing up. So that's they're the gaps as you look at it. Bidzster, Callum, TY will fall a bit further back here because of the lack of top speed. We'll just quickly go back and check on what the Belgians are doing. Task 1 out the corner. The McLarens are fantastic out the corner, but I would imagine Seat 1 will be right on the back of him come the end of the straight as Callum still trying to catch up Bidzster, but that Mazda holding its own in a straight line. Fantastic speed in a straight line from the Mazda as we come up to the hairpin. TY looking up the inside of Callum there, but no, just backing off, not quite close enough yet. Bidzster still in the lead as we come out of that corner and down towards, or should I say again, up towards the little overpass section. 1, 2, 3, quick as that. Round they go. This is where the Tomahawk will shine. We'll go to TY. Look how fast that Tomahawk is. Closing right up on the Peugeot and the Mazda, but the Mazda's not as good round here, and even the Peugeot's fast around the corners, as you can see, with Callum left, right, looking for a way around Bidzster, but such a high pace. One mistake and you've absolutely had it, as Callum's just found out. Just made a mistake and the Tomahawk goes round the outside, keeps the apex speed, and continues on his way to hunt down Bidzster in the Mazda, who's ahead. Just have a quick check back at the Belgian boys. Task 1 in the McLaren very sideways on the entry, and Seat 1 catching up on the way out. That could be a little close battle to look at, but we'll just keep an eye on the leaders as Bidzster's running wide. The Tomahawk's right behind him now, but still not close enough onto the straight. This is where the Mazda will pull away, but obviously you've got to watch out for that Peugeot as well with the hybrid power out of the corners. Fantastic acceleration. This is a 10-minute race, by the way, so it's not just going to be like a 5-lap sprint. It's literally a timed race. We are halfway through the race. Here comes the Peugeot. But the Tomahawk's still trying to hold its own, but now the Peugeot's in the draft of the Mazda as well. It's going to help him get past. But that Tomahawk's still not doing too bad. Even for its corner advantages, it's still holding its own against the Peugeot. As we come into the braking point, everyone on the brakes. Oh, TY has to go into the wall there to avoid hitting Bidzster because the Mazda's brakes aren't as good. And also he's got a lot of more extra speed as we look at the Belgian boys now. Seat 1, I'm right, is ahead in the Bugatti, but the McLaren, oh no, it's Lil Yam who's caught up as well. So Lil Yam's caught up to the back of these lots, so it's not the McLaren he's battling with, it's actually the Peugeot of Lil Yam. But we'll go back to the front. Bidzster going around the corner section now. TY will probably be able to go around the outside here. Will he be able to hold his own? No! Bidzster holds on in the Mazda. Good job by Bidzster there. TY having to fend off a feisty looking Callum behind as well. Goes into the wall a little bit. The only downside of the Tomahawk, apart from the top speed, is how fat that car is. It's so wide. It's almost as wider than a bus. But it is fantastic round the corners because of the size of the tyres, etc. As you'll see here, Bidzster goes up this hill. TY will, even with a little bit sideways, is just, you can just see he's closed up through them corners. And down to the straight. This is where Callum will gain some time back in the Peugeot. As we go on board with the Peugeot. Quiet as anything, you can hardly hear it. You can hear the little thumps of the bumps that they're going over, no pun intended, as they go down the start-finish line. The TY is in the draft of the Mazdas, so the Mazdas still in front, but not by too much. TY still sticking with him. There they go. See how much earlier Bidzster is on the brakes compared to that Tomahawk as he goes around the corner, but this is where the Mazda will shine. Four-wheel drive, there he goes, straight out the corner, power down immediately, drift that car out of that corner. As we look back at there's Task 1, he's gained a bit of an advantage now in the McLaren. Lil Yam has passed Seat 1 now, Lil Yam in front, obviously that hybrid paying dividends as Seek has a little look up the inside, but no way through there, has to be patient. Meanwhile, TY's running out of patience behind Bidzster. He's really looking for a way past. Darting left, right, trying to find a way through. But again, the Mazda's quite wide as well. All the way through here, and this is where TY could get an advantage, but no way through there. Bidzster's still in the lead. Probably a couple of laps left in this race. To go up the hill, over the overpass. Oh, look how fast that Tomahawk is around the corners. I know I keep mentioning this, but it is phenomenal. But then again, Callum's behind, waiting to pounce with that hybrid power. Here he comes. Callum looking for a way around, trying to get in the draft of Bidzster as well, but Bidzster moving to the other side just to try and stop Callum from getting the draft. He'd rather give the draft to the Tomahawk than the Peugeot, because the Tomahawk won't be able to find a way through on the straight as they come across the line as close as that. Bidzster fastest lap of the race, 1:37.1. Good lap there by Bidzster, but still all over his back end is that fat Tomahawk of TY. He's going to have to defend now, going to have to be on the brakes even earlier than usual as they go. TY tries to carry the speed around the outside, but he's no match for that four-wheel drive of that Mazda out of that corner. There he goes. Callum has to back off a little bit there, and meanwhile further back Lil Yam is still in front of Seek 1, but we'll keep with the leaders for now. TY applying the pressure. This is where the Tomahawk's strong. Round these corners, needs to get a good run onto this straight. The Mazda runs wide, hits the wall. That's going to be Bidzster's loss. Callum's going to follow him through as well, saying there you go, I'm following you through as well, take that sunshine. So Bidzster goes from first to third in a matter of seconds. And now Callum taps the wall. Bidzster could have a little chance here, but no. Callum defends, but that's going to lose time to TY. You don't want to be doing that as he hits the wall there. You see, with the, because he had to defend, it was on the opposite side of the track and couldn't take his normal racing line. And look, TY's managed to pull out a bit of a gap there. So we're going to watch out for that. Don't want to let that happen too often. Next lap will be the last one as we go round this overpass section. onto the straight. Now this is where Bidzster's got to make up all that time with the straight line speed of the Mazda. Use everything you've got, but Callum's already passing TY with the hybrid power. He's already passing TY. TY will tuck him behind, trying to get a draft. Callum says, no you don't. Not quite as easy as that, but he's on the wide section of the track. Bidzster staying in the draft. Across the line, final lap. Callum pulls out. TY's gone through as well, so Callum's gone to the back of the queue. Bidzster's coming up in the Mazda. Look at the power of that Mazda. But he'll be on the brakes earlier than everyone else. Now, into the corner. TY slides that tomahawk into the corner. Bidzster allows room for Callum, but uses the four-wheel drive on the exit to get past. The Belgians have finished because the time ticked over. So Task 1 has won the Battle of the Belgians in 4th. Lil 5th, Seek 6th place, but the battle for the lead and the winner of this race is not over yet. As we come around these last few, for the last time, through that technical section for the last time, put my teeth in. Callum's all over the back of TY. TY saying, no you don't. I'm still trying to focus on Bidzster in front. Got to look front and back. Here he goes. He's going for the move. He's going for the inside, using the Tomahawk supremacy in the corners, but Bidzster's not giving up. Look at that. Fantastic stuff from Bidzster to keep up with TY, but Callum's waiting in the wings. All he needs to do is be in a good position to use that hybrid power. And I think he's definitely going to be close enough. They've got to watch out here. TY defends slightly. Bidzster looking round. Bidzster runs a bit wide. Not going to get any way through there. As Bidzster's hit the wall. TY's gone. TY's gone. TY's going to get it now. Bidzster's in the draft of Callum, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. TY might just get this, but we'll see, because the Peugeot's closing. It's going to be close. Let's get ready to pause it on the line. I don't want the replay to tick over, and Callum just gets it. You can see there, Callum just gets it. If we look at TY, there he is. He's already crossed the line, Callum. So that was a really close race there. So we'll just go back to the outside camera, let that finish off. Boom. There we go. So that was the preview race, guys. We'll see if the actual race on Tuesday. Take care.